All right, I'm already sweating like an absolute dog, and I haven't even really done anything yet. So pretty much moving cars out of the way, shuffling around, because next week is Powerplay, and we're taking this big girl. So super freaking keen. It's pretty much ready to go straight from Queensland. I don't think we've really even done anything. Like the oil even still looks brand new, so no point throwing that away for no reason. It's not milked up or anything. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do today is I'm going to pull the gauze filter out of the injector hat. I had a look in there and I could see what looked like it's melted a tiny bit of resin from the carbon fiber in there, and then it's fallen onto the gauze mat and then kind of stuck to it. So obviously if methanol can break down, that must have been the older, different brand that of epoxy that I used. If it can break that down and melt that, it's a good thing that the gauze filter has stopped it, but we don't want it to melt further and go past the gauze filter into the engine. So what we'll do is I'll pull that out, clean it out, get it out, and then yeah, just do final check over, bolt check and everything. I'm going to check the shifter cable alignment, even though me and Tim got under the car at Power Cruise Queensland and checked it and said it looked freaking mint. I remember in my dream team runs, it was ever so slightly when you bump into neutral, you could feel it was still trying to grab a tiny bit of third. But then as soon as you hit the neutral lockout, it could like just shift a tiny bit further and it was out of gear. So, but that's only in neutral. So we got to go figure out what the hell it's doing. It could be a stretch shifter cable. I don't know, but I'm gonna get under there now and have a look. Whew, okay, all right, talk about a fucking heart attack. I get under there, look at the shifter linkage cable, and it's well, not covered in oil, but it has oil on it. I look up alongside the box, and there's been oil running down somewhere from the top, and I'm like, shit. It's not a rear main because it's coming from the side and the top, not the middle or the bottom. And I'm like, holy crap, what could that be? That's not an awesome sign. But don't you love when you're just checking everything for dumb things that it could be? You stick your finger under this fitting and you're like, oh, that is wet. And you go like this, and thank God for that. Don't you freaking love a simple fix? All right, so I just checked the linkage in, what gear are we in? In neutral, and it comes in and out perfectly freaking easy. I'll try and get under there and show you. So I'll go down to first now and we'll go through the gears and see how it feels. So go all the way to the back. Now, when you're doing the shifter linkage on a Turbo 400 or any box really, you want to prioritize your drive gears. So you want to get under there and you want to get into first, second, and third, and then obviously neutral, because you probably need that just in case of emergency or any reason. You want to prioritize all of your drive gears and then neutral, because like I was saying, if I go to click neutral in emergency and it's still grabbing a gear, then that's really freaking bad. Now, given this is barely in it, like if you go to rev it and clear it in neutral, you can just feel it on alert. So you're like, that was still kind of grabbing a gear. So it's literally only because I know my car, I could feel it. It wasn't like it was half in the gear and it would have been like disastrous, but you want to be able to click every gear, make sure the selector can smoothly slide in and out. So I'll show you under the car. All right, so under the car here, we've got our selector. Now it's all the way back in first. I mean, that can move in and out. Sorry, it's really hard under here. I want it to be more loose than that, so I'm going to adjust this. If that's first, I'm going to adjust it. Alrighty, so hang on, I'll try and hold the camera so you can actually see it. This is second. Okay, I adjusted first, it's mint. Second, that's what you want. So I can pretty much just go in and out without being held up at all. You want no tension on the cable. As you can see here, this is the oil that I saw that I was like, uh-oh. But yeah, simple fixes, freaking love them. All right, I'm gonna run through the gears now, see how it feels. Whew, I tell you what, there is no better feeling than when you're chasing an issue, and one of the things you're testing and trying, when it actually works and it is a clear-cut thing, like that oil leak that I thought I had, which just turned out to being an AN fitting that had backed off, and then that linkage just then, it's amazing when you're thinking of so many things that it could be, and then you figure it out and you're like, oh, that is fucking it. There's no better feeling, like, especially with confidence. Also, remember how I was giving Tim like mad shit because he wouldn't move his freaking Calais out of the way because he took the wheels off and took him down to Seb's to put him on the SV and everything. I chucked my 17s, my burnout wheels, because he's got the suck-in kit on the hubs. They only really fit welds and stuff with really freaking big center bores. And I was like, oh, my Steelies will fit because they're designed to fit floater axles. So I chucked them on so that I could move it, and we didn't know if it was gonna fit or not. Look at the friggin' fitment on this. Look at that. Look how friggin' cool that is. That's like full drifter spec. Especially if I come over here. Look at that fitment. That's freaking dope. Whew! All right, it has been, holy crap, it's been nearly 4 hours. ADHD pretty much got the best of me, and I cleaned the shit out of the shed. So I got the wagon to the front, which took a lot of moving. I mean, the floors are dirty and it looks crappy in here. But look at my bloody room there is now. Like, I got Tim's captain chair where he likes to sit and fall asleep. But yeah, how freaking good does it look now that there's a bunch of room in there, and we can pretty much do whatever we want in here again. So now I've actually got Tim's cars up the back here. That needs a new throttle cable, and then it's good to go. This needs the fitting on the turbo, then it's good to go. That's been in the naughty corner for almost a year. That's the first time it has moved since Power Cruise, not this year, last year. So almost 2 years it's been sitting there. So everything's all tidy back here now. But now we've literally got like 1, 2, maybe 3, and then like 4 if you need it here. So this is only like what, a 10th, a 15th of Tim's cars. So having them up the back here, especially the running driving ones, is good. I think the ones that are going to be in the naughty corner for a while, like the VB, they sit more at the back. I don't actually know where the VE is right now, but I think the engine's ready to go with that. And the wagon, I'm going to do the old school garage wash because I actually love being able to get water on these floors, because then I can use the squeegee to push it out and clean the floor. So 2 birds with 1 stone. And then also you can see it's a nice sunny day outside, so I don't want to be sitting the wagon in water, I guess you'd say, while I'm cleaning it. So I'm going to set up now and give this an old school garage wash. You OGs that have watched the channel for a long time, you'd remember the garage washes. Yeah, you would. All right, let's wash this bitch. Alrighty, with the floors drying now. Oh boy, shit looks good. It is crazy how well 22s suit it. And I can't believe it took me this long to put 22s on it. But now that it's washed and cleaned, so that it stays nice and clean, we're gonna put its car cover on. Worst thing about this shed is cars don't stay clean for very long. So the best thing that I've got is a freaking car cover. So the car is pretty much ready now for Power Cruise Powerplay next weekend. So if you guys are keen to freaking come to that, you should definitely freaking come. It's going to be an absolute party. And then not only that, is I believe that is when we're going to announce our new merch drop. We should have enough of the product in hand to be able to release it to you guys and show it to you guys. So in the vlog that comes from Powerplay, we should be dropping the new merch for you guys to order online. Which is gonna be sick because we've been working on these designs for freaking ages and they're coming out so freaking good. Like, I love them. And I think, wait, this one backwards. And I'm so freaking keen because I know you guys are gonna absolutely love the designs. They're epic. And the reason that we've been waiting so long to do it is because we're always wanting to change try new things, make this experience better for you guys, more or less. So this time we're actually going to be trying a completely different service. We won't be keeping the supply in stock because doing merch is a full-time job. Being able to keep up with orders, send them out as soon as they come in, fulfill stock, it's a full-time job in itself. Indy and I love doing it, but we both have full-time jobs. Indy works 2 jobs, so it's hard to get the time to give exactly what the store needs, which means the only person that really suffers is you guys. So what we're doing this time around is we're going to cut down some of the costs or some of the margins, I guess you'd say, that we would get, mainly so that a better product can be introduced to you guys. Because at the end of the day, this is a business. This is the way we make money so that we can go to events and everything like that. But when we can't quite fulfill it and give it the attention it needs, I think it's worthy of cutting down on profits to have a better product. I know none of you guys probably care about that, but yeah, so new merch, it's going to be shipping pretty much as soon as you order it. It gets printed and shipped out. So no waiting or a lot less waiting times now. It should just be absolutely perfect. So that means for you guys, sick merch, less waiting time, which is going to be perfect coming for the Christmas season, which has me hella hyped. Alrighty guys, I'm probably going to sign out from here. Wagon's all wrapped up, ready for bed, and we'll see you guys at Powerplay next weekend. Bugging, there's nothing that we got in common. I've been out grinding and hustling, investing this paper, got tired of eating that ramen. All of my music be heat, I ain't missing a beat. I've been blessed with impeccable